children. So, hi, I'm Yandi, and welcome to my little corner of the internet where I just sit and I talk about things that have been on my mind for a while. And today, since it is spring, since it is Mandulo, we are going to talk about the Spring Equinox and the significance of the event and the symbolism of the Spring Equinox in religious texts. Yeah, let's get into it. So, equinox is a cosmic event where the orbits of the Earth and axis are aligned in such a way that it creates equal days and nights on both hemispheres. You know how in winter we have longer nights than days, and then in summer we have longer days than nights. In the equinox, or during the equinox, we have equal days and equal nights. And then the spring equinox, therefore, is when the sun travels from the northern hemisphere across the equator to the southern hemisphere, marking it the first day of spring, marking it the return of the sun and the rebirth of nature. So in different religious texts and ancient mythologies, we see an occurrence, a significant occurrence of a mother, or a goddess rather, and a son / brother / partner, depending on the text that you're reading. Sometimes it's all of the above, but we see a significance of a mother who mourns for her lover or her son after he has been unalived for various reasons, right? So this occurrence or the significance keeps appearing in numerous texts. For example, we see it in Egyptian texts with Oset and Asa. We see it in Mesopotamian texts with Ishtar and Tammuz. In Sumerian text with Inanna and Tammuz. So I'll take one mythology so that you can get the myth, so that you can get where I'm going with this video. I'll take the Egyptian text since it's closer to home. So yeah, let's get into it. So there's Asa, there's Oset. Asa and Oset are lovers / siblings. I don't want to expand on that right now, but they are partners who are rulers of the Egyptian throne, right? So they have this brother, but Set is jealous and wants the throne for himself. So what he does, he kills Asa and he crackers him. Yeah, he crackers him into different body parts. I think 42, if I'm being exact, and then he spreads his body across Egypt, comes back, rules the throne. It's chaotic, it's giving Lion King, but anyway. Oset disappears and goes looking for her husband, and then finds the different parts of his body, mummifies him. He rises from the dead and conceives or impregnates. Was it necessary for me to do that? I don't know. Impregnates Oset, and then Oset gets pregnant with Heru. Heru comes back and fights for his father's throne, kills Set, and it's giving Lion King. If you know Lion King, this mythology dates back about 3000 BC. Google will say it's 24th century myth. That's a lie. I'm not taking that. According to the books that I'm reading and my research, it's 3000 BC. And then it was further developed in Anatolia in the 1st century, and then adopted by Christianity in the late 2nd century. And we see it in the story of Mary and Jesus. This mythology is a reflection on what happens in nature, right? So let's say the goddess or the mother is the earth itself, nature itself, and then the sun, the physical sun, is the sun or the brother slash lover, right? So springtime, the sun is out doing its thing, nature is thriving too, doing its thing, and then all the way to summer, autumn, the sun moves to the northern hemisphere, so it dies, and then we see the earth mourn for the sun, right? The leaves are falling, it gets gloomy, the animals are going back to hibernation, people are also going back to hibernation, it gets chaotic and cold. That's autumn all the way to winter, and then the sun returns spring. When it returns spring, the earth is reborn too, right? The trees are getting colors, the people are getting colorful. So yeah, this mythology is a reflection of the cosmic events, or of the cosmic events we see in nature. So this significance or cosmic event was later adopted as a ceremony or as a celebration of some sorts in different religions. I will expand on Easter because that's the one I know. So we all know Easter is a celebration of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? It is also a celebration of the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. We already know the spring equinox is when the sun travels from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, making it an official day of spring, or the official start of spring. So the spring equinox happened in the northern hemisphere around the 21st of March, and then it is celebrated on the first full moon of the spring equinox. That's why we don't usually see a consistent day when it comes to Easter. With Christmas, we know it's okay, Christmas is in 25, but then with Easter, you kind of have to check with the calendar. Yeah, it is marked based on the phases of the moon. In this case, it is celebrated on the first full moon of the spring equinox. An egg also appears to have a great significance in these celebrations or these ceremonies. So before patriarchal invasions, there was this understanding, Owuti, the feminine principle is the creation energy. So this was symbolized by an egg, a cosmic egg, which symbolizes birth and rebirth, symbolizes fertility, symbolizes the womb of the mother. So hence we are seeing the egg comes into the picture when it comes to Easter celebration, as the egg is symbolic of the rebirth of nature. So in paganism, what they would do, they would paint these eggs and offer the eggs to the altar of Ashura or the altar of Ishtar, which I think the word Ishtar derives from the goddess Ishtar. Also in spirituality, they are really big on syncing their gods with animals, or syncing energy principles with animals. This is where the concept of totems comes in. This is also where the rabbit comes in, as the totem for the spring season is a rabbit. If you are into Western astrology, spring is Aries is a ram. But if you get into, Egyptian mythology, spring is Asa is symbolized by a rabbit or a hare. Also, in ancient goddess religions, what they would do during spring equinox, they would have unions. Yeah, they would have unions to align with the feminine and masculine principle. Therefore, the rabbit is a great example, a great totem to kind of symbolize that ritual or that union, as rabbits are very, very active animals. So that is the whole plate of the spring equinox and the significance of the season and the symbolism we see in the celebrations that we have of the season. The only flop with this whole thing, man, is us in the southern hemisphere. Our spring equinox occurs around the 23rd of September. So hence I'm making this video now because we are approaching the spring equinox. Yeah, but we celebrated with the northern hemisphere around March, which is it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, I think it's very important for us to ask these things, to question these things, to kind of side eye these things, because you're telling me you never questioned the whole Easter thing, you never questioned the inconsistent day, you never questioned the whole resurrection and Easter bunny mixture. Like, how does it go together? It is all a cosmic event. It's a cosmic celebration, I guess. But we are never told these things because people will lose their mind. People will start questioning religion, and one of the tools for white supremacy is religion. So yeah, man, that's like the whole spring equinox plates that I've given you, a little bit of information, a little bit of FYI. So yeah, happy spring, happy Mandulo. Tune in for more videos. I'm gonna link other YouTube videos on the description that explain it way better than me, because in English young shire shem. But anyway, enjoy your day. Lots of lights. Bye.